Right guys, we're going to show you how to stream on Facebook Live, how to set it up on OBS. OBS is a free program you can download from obsproject.com, and this is what you're faced with when you install and open it up for the first time. So up here we've got profile. This is the first thing that I always do, and set up your profile for your various streaming platforms, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, whatever you're doing. So click profile and click new and give it a name. So we're going to go for the Facebook Live stream. I'll give that the name. So every time when we've added all our sources and our scenes in, we can save it, and then every time we come back onto OBS we can click on the Facebook Live profile and it'll load up our settings, so we don't need to mess about with any more settings. So down here we've got the scenes and the sources, which is the main part of OBS, how to add all your scenes and your webcams and graphics, etc. So we're going to start off by making a new scene and just give it a name. We'll call it main stream. Now I usually do intros and outros to my live streams, and it's basically the same thing. I'll just show you in a wee second once we've set up the main stream. But so we're going to add our sources now. So this is everything, your graphics and your webcams and your text and all that, scrolling text. So right click, add, and right click and add, and we'll go to video capture device, and we'll click on create new. It brings up a list of your devices here, and as you can see there's me there on the screen. So we're going to add the webcam, and we need to make the resolution 1280 by 720. You can use any resolution you like really, but this one's the one I always use, and you can rescale it any size you want. And I usually stick myself up around a bit there. Right, that's about right. Now you can add your mic in at this point, and I'm using my USB mic today. So what you do is click on the mic here and properties, and from the drop down list you choose whatever your mic is. If you've got a 3.5mm jack headset, obviously the pink is your mic. So it's not plugged in here, but you'll see it on the list and it'll say pink, like stereo jack or whatever. You just pick that one. Mic, I think it's mic line in or something, but you'll see it on the list anyway. So I'm using the Auna mic 900, so I'll just click that, and that's my mic added, and I can record. You can hear my voice now on the recording. But I'm using Camtasia to record this video, so I'm going to mute my mic for here. Just assume that my mic is on, right? Desktop audio is everything that's coming into the PC, everything, all the system audio. So if you've got notifications on, like email notifications or Facebook notifications on your desktop, I'd advise you to turn them off, because everything will come through here if you're using the desktop audio as your main audio source. I hope you get that. Right, so we're going to add in a graphic now. Now, I know a lot of people has got Photoshop, so the last couple of streams I've not really used a lot of graphics. I've used the Facebook chat box and the likes list, but we're just going to add in an overlay. So to do that, and if you've got an overlay or any graphics that you've made, you go to image, create new, and then browse to the image you want to use. Now let's go for, we'll just go for this, the one I used last week. Already made it in Photoshop, so you just click on it and open, and you'll see it there, and you can add it in, okay, and that's us. And then you can adjust your camera to the right size, just do that. Oops. And you can see, because it's under the image, my webcam's under the image, so I can resize this to any size I like. I'm still going to be in the shot. So I'll just set it a bit there, that's fine. And there you go, that's your webcam added. fine. And you do the same for here. Usually I've got my decks here, and it's the same thing. Right click, add video capture device, and you add your other webcam from the list. And quite simple, and then you just drag it about, resize it to perfection. Now if I do it in here, if I do it in here, I've got the sizes worked out pretty perfect, and I'll appear under the image again, so that's fine. So just assume I've got my other webcam on there. I'll just resize that down a wee bit again, and bingo. Right, that's that. So sorry, we've got our graphics and we've got our webcams. Just assume we've got another webcam up there with our decks. So what do we do next? Scrolling text. Easy enough. All we do is right click in sources, add text, GDI plus, create new, and then type your message, whatever you want to type. So whatever you want to type it in, and pick your font. We're just going to pick something random. Not exactly random, I'm looking for something, but I can find it now. Coalition, it's one I use quite a lot. And then it's there, so... And there's your text up there. Now to make it scroll, going to go into the text and right click it, and then filters, and click the wee plus sign. And then click scroll, and you can set the width. I usually set it at 1920 or 1280, and then just give it the scroll. You can use any speed you like, you can reverse it, or just play about it till you get something you like. I'll stick it at 15. There you go, you've got your scrolling text up there. And I'll just keep scrolling all the way through. Another thing I need to tell you actually is when you're doing your text, make sure you leave some space at the start, or you're just going to get jammed up text and it'll keep repeating itself like that. And so there you go, it's got a couple of spaces, and that's you. Right, so we've got the scrolling text up there, and we've got basically we're set up to stream. The only other thing is, if you're using a DJ controller and you've got it plugged into the line in at the back of your PC, it's probably the best idea to do that, because if I go on a desktop audio, everything that comes through the desktop audio is going to be heard over the stream, even over your music that you're playing. So I don't use desktop audio. I add in an audio input capture. So if I add in my line in here, which is where my DeX is plugged into, the sound will come through this separate audio source, and I can mute the desktop audio so I don't get any notifications, annoying things that pop up. So that's the best way to go, and you get better quality. You can control the sound, you can bring it down a wee bit or keep it up at its maximum. But I advise you to do a couple of test streams first, private streams to your Facebook, and get the settings right, the sound right. Sometimes it doesn't always work. I mean, I've streamed a couple of times and the sound's been off, my mic's been too loud. It's just trial and error. Sometimes you mess up the settings, messing about too much with it. So that's what you've got to do. You've got to get to know the program, test things out yourself. You're not going to do any damage to your computer. So that is us added our decks here, and we've got our mic, which is what USB mic that I'm using on Camtasia to record this video. So if I do that, you'll see my mic when I talk, I'm moving. The other thing is, because I'm using a USB mic, there's a lot of background noise. If I mute this audio input capture and mute everything apart from the mic, if I stop talking, you'll see that the green bar up here keeps moving, and that's probably because my PC fans are blowing. So what we need to do is go into filter, and I've got a gain in my mic because sometimes the music is loud and you want your mic to be louder than the music but not too loud, so I usually put a gain around about 10-11 decibels. This is the thing here, the noise gate. Now if I drag this over here, and you'll see when I start to move this, I'm not going to talk now, just watch the green bar here. Right, so now when I talk, and then I be quiet, the background noise goes away. It's not going to completely remove it, but it gives you a better chance to get a clear sound. So mess about with the close threshold and the open threshold till you get what I just done there. No sound when you don't talk, so when you stop talking it doesn't pick any background noise up. So here we go again, I'll stop talking. And there you go. So just mess about with it, try and mess about with the settings yourself. I don't usually touch the attack time or hold time or release time or anything like that, so don't need to mess about with that. So that is us basically ready to do a stream. I'm going to mute this mic now again because I'm recording on Camtasia, but just assume that everything is hunky-dory here. Right, so that's us ready. We're ready to go. So we're back on my Facebook page, and when you've made your Facebook page, you've got the publishing tools option here. So to start a live stream, click publishing tools and click on videos, and then you'll see this button here, live, and this is where you set up your stream key, which is here. Just copy that, next, and then go into your settings in OBS and go to stream and pick your streaming platform. So we're going to go for Facebook Live, and it's this default server, and we'll paste in the stream key that we just got for Facebook, apply, and OK. And that's us basically connected to our Facebook Live and ready to start streaming. Now before we do that, let's go back into the settings in OBS and make sure all our settings are correct here. Now let's see, advanced. Right, streaming, I've got you can use Facebook's recommended settings here and full streaming service encoder settings. I like to turn that off and put my own bitrate. It's up to yourself, but I usually put it up to 3500, and gives you a better quality. The keyframe interval, you want it to be 2 for streaming, 2 keyframes, because you'll get a lot of buffering if you don't, and causes a lot of problems with your stream. If you're just recording like a video, you can put this down to 0, and you can put the bitrate up to whatever you like, because you're not streaming, you're not using the web to stream, you're using your computer to record. So that is, I keep this as very fast, the CPU usage. Now that really depends on your computer, how good your computer is, and I'm going to rescale. Good idea to rescale to 720p, especially for Facebook Live, because they kind of struggle with 1080p streams. So that is us set up that audio. I just usually keep it at 160, and that's the best you're going to get from Facebook. So that's us really ready to go. The other thing is, if you've got an intro, I'm just going to add my intro here. So we'll go to scenes, add, and we'll just call it intro. And we'll go and look for the video. So what you do is, if you want to add a video, like the start of my live streams, I've got to be, now wait till I find this, wait till I find it, live stuff. Right, so we've got a wee promo live intro video that I use in my live streams, so you can add that in, and there you go, there it's there. So if I drag it out here, and then I want to make it start from the beginning, like before the main stream. So just right click in order and move it up, and then that'll begin first. Now the other thing is, the wee trick to get this going, go into settings and hotkeys. Now the intro scene is here, and to switch to the scene you can use a hotkey, so I'm just going to use 7. And for the mainstream I'm going to use 8, and if you've got an outro I usually use 9, but we're not doing that today, we're just going to show you the intro and the mainstream. So click apply, and then when you're on streaming, when you start streaming, you can just use the keys that you use for the hotkeys. So 7 is the intro and 8 is the mainstream, so you can switch between them pressing 7 and 8. See, you can add as many media sources as you like. It's got its own audio, so you don't need to unmute the desktop audio. So that's good. You can mess around with it yourself and make your own intro videos or whatever you like. If you're just using an image as an intro, obviously just add an image, you don't need to add a media source. So that is basically us set up and ready to go. Right, back onto Facebook and give our video a title. Just call it live test tutorial. And usually the tags, I always start with live stream if you're going to do a live stream, and you give your video description, time type, and that's you're ready to go. So what you want to do now is, when you've done all that, you've got all your stuff in, just start streaming here. Click start streaming and you'll see your stream preview coming up here. Got a wee second till it connects to your OBS, and there we go, there's us there. Just mute that. That's the first thing I do when I see this box, is I mute this, because if you've got desktop audio on, it's going to loop back and you're going to start echoing over yourself. So that is us basically ready to go. If we hit go live, we're going to start going live on Facebook, and I'm actually going to do that just to show you it working. And right, so I'm going to have to unmute my mic, and we'll just hit go live. And this is where you start getting nervous. So we've hit go live, and now if we go to that's us live now, and if we go to the page, the actual page, you can see that we are live. There we go, that's us live here. Hi guys, I'm just doing a tutorial video on how to stream on Facebook. So it's just a wee quick live, I'm just jumping in, I'm not playing any tunes, just jumping in to show somebody how to set up a live stream on Facebook. So there's nothing special, just an actual test. But I see there's people, you can see there's people joining, and if you click on the actual stream, let's have a look, if I can get back up to the page. Right, it's not a good time for my computer to be playing up here. Right, there we go. So if we click on the stream, and you'll see us there. That's happening here. I think it's because I'm using this to record as well. Right, but you can see we've got 17 viewers there, and so that's you basically set up to stream on Facebook using OBS and putting all your graphics in and your webcams. Big shout to Baz Cowan and Scott Doc. Alright guys, just showing somebody how to set up OBS and how to stream to Facebook Live. So this is just a test, so I'm getting away the now. But before I go, you can actually see down here that how long you're live for, and or how long you've been recording for, and the bitrate and all that, if everything's going alright. So that's basically how you do it guys. I'm going to end this stream here, thanks for joining us, by the way. There's nothing to see. I'll be back on later with Hardcore Friday. A quick remix coming up about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, something like that. So join us in. See you later. Bye. So that's basically it, guys. That's how you set up your Facebook live stream. And hope this video helped you out. And if you get any questions, let me know, and I'll try and help you out. I'll still get people commenting on the live video, but if you get any questions, let me know, and I'll try and help you out as best I can. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Cheers. Take care.